His movie is in theaters right now. Iron Lung, 38 million loyal subscribers, a net worth of $75 million. Markiplier isn't just a YouTuber, he is a mogul. But rewind the tape to 2012, Cincinnati, Ohio. Mark Fischbach is 22 years old, and he is watching his entire life burn to the ground. It started with a breakup that left him shattered. Then, he got laid off from his job, forcing him to move back into his mother's house. For a young man with big dreams, that feeling of regression was crushing. But life wasn't done with him yet. He woke up one morning with a sharp pain that wouldn't go away. Appendicitis. He was rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery. But while he was lying on that operating table, doctors found something else. Something far more terrifying. A tumor on his adrenal gland. It was the size of a fist. Imagine the silence in that hospital room when the doctor dropped that news. You are 22. You have no job, no girlfriend, no money. You are deep in debt. And now, there is a literal monster growing inside of you. The surgery to remove it was brutal. It left him with scars that still plague him today. Recurring bowel obstructions that have sent him back to the hospital again and again, screaming in agony. It wasn't just a medical scare. It was a confrontation with his own mortality. Lying in that hospital bed, staring at the sterile ceiling, Mark realized something profound. He had spent his life doing what he thought he should do. College, engineering, a safe job. And where did it get him? Broke, alone, and nearly dead. He made a choice, a radical, desperate choice. He said, "If I survive this, I'm not going back." He bought a cheap camera. He sat in his bedroom in his mom's house, and he started screaming at a webcam. He played games. He made jokes. He poured every ounce of that frustration and energy into being Markiplier. He had no backup plan. This wasn't a hobby. It was a lifeline. 14 years later, that kid in the hospital bed just wrote, directed, and starred in his own Hollywood movie. Iron Lung is playing in over 2,500 theaters worldwide. He didn't wait for a studio to greenlight him. He financed it himself. He distributed it himself. Some people wait for permission to chase their dreams. Some people wait for the right time. And some people, they have to lose everything before they realize they have nothing left to lose. They get a tumor removed, look death in the face, and decide to bet every last cent on themselves. What calamity are you waiting for before you finally start living?